All right, we're gonna be checking out Jubilee's Fat vs. Fit. Pretty much where 4 fat dudes and 4 fit dudes debate which one's better. I don't know. One thing for sure is that this video is absolutely hilarious. And it's not even supposed to be. It's funny for all the wrong reasons.
He's definitely overweight, definitely obese.
Hey, what the heck? Why didn't the fat guys take their shirts off? The director was just like, yeah, we're gonna have you guys just keep the shirts on. Nah, keep it on. Yeah, please, keep it on. We don't wanna flash anybody now.
My name's John. I host the Radical Empathy podcast. I used to direct episodes of Middle Ground, but I'll now be moderating today's discussion between jacked men and fat men.
All right, we got our moderator, my boy John, the most normal looking dude with the most normal name. And he pulled up with the Crocs in sports mode. He knows some shit's about to go down.
I have felt disgusted looking at a fat body.
Well, it's unacceptable to be fat. Yes, because I've been fat before and I lost the weight.
Well, me too. I've been fat my whole life. I've been way skinnier than I am now, and I've been way heavier than I am now. Was I less valuable at one point in there?
Well, I mean, you can make an argument that you're less valuable when you're fatter because you drain resources, but that's a whole other conversation. But yeah.
Oh, wow, he's just going straight at it. He said you're less valuable because you drain more resources. I've never heard somebody call eating too much draining resources. How much does this guy think like fat people eat? Like, does he think like they eat the whole grocery store and now there's like no resources for anybody else? There's no food for anybody else because one fat dude ate the whole grocery store and now the city got no food? Yeah, I don't think that's a problem. I don't think there's gonna be a food shortage because fat people ate all the food. I don't think you gotta worry about that.
Unfortunately, some people have emotional stuff that happened, traumatic stuff that's happened, so you can't discount and just say, oh, because they're fat.
Boo-hoo, man. Like, there's way worse stuff going out in the world versus people saying, oh my God, I'm sad, I'm gonna eat some ice cream. It's like, no, dude, it's like, you're fat, you made that decision. We are so privileged here in the United States and in the West in general. When I see a fat person, I'm like, wow, you got the gift of life, you got the gift of being in a developed country, and you're a fat POS talking about body positivity on TikTok? What the hell is going on here?
But now you're segmenting though, because not everyone thinks like that.
No, we need to bring shaming back.
Okay.
We need to bring shaming back in so many other regards besides obesity. We need to do it with sluts. We need to shame fat people. We need to shame everybody.
Why did bro randomly bring up sluts? What does that have to do with anything? We're talking about fat versus fit. Why do you bring up sluts? I know this guy has a whole podcast about girls and stuff, but like, this is on a whole different show, on a whole different topic. Like, he couldn't hold back. He really wanted to bring up sluts. Nobody is safe from this man. Everybody is catching strays. Sluts randomly caught a stray. I don't know why. They were just chilling, minding their own business, but the prompt was, I have felt disgusted looking at a fat body. This guy was like, what about sluts? We need to shame sluts.
Okay, so the reason I disagreed, especially when I heard the statement, I don't think I'll ever look at somebody based on their situation and think that I'm disgusted. And I think there's plenty of people that look at me and say, that's disgusting, I never want to look like that. So like, I know what it feels like on the other side to like look the way I do and get people look at me like, ugh, that's gross to like have that muscle. And
is this guy really serious right now? This guy is the definition of suffering from success. He said people look at him and feel disgusted because he has too much muscle. What? What kind of problem is that? Who has that problem? I wish I had that problem. He's trying to relate to the guys on the fat side, like, hey guys, don't worry, I know what it's like. People looked at me with disgust too, because all that muscle I got right now, yeah, all that muscle, ooh, they were just disgusted by all this muscle that I got. He's saying that when he looks like this and when the other dudes look like that. I don't think it's the same thing. Like, someone's like, yo, you got too much muscle, you are disgusting. He's like, thank you?
I think the question is, why do you hate fat people, that you feel the disgust towards it?
Well, like I said before, it's a culmination of a bunch of bad decisions. I'm not gonna go ahead and give the same level of respect to someone who's a fat ass to someone that has worked really hard and diligently on their physique, because your body's outward manifestations
There's more
of your decisions,
factors to a
your
human
consistency
being than their body.
Well, you could judge a lot just off of someone's physique. You'd be like, okay, well, this guy is lazy. And that's personified through their physique. It's the truth.
Why does this Asian guy look so shocked? I feel like he came in this expecting a nice, friendly conversation, and then he just hears these guys arguing, this guy calling everyone a fat ass. He's having doubts now. He's like, yeah, maybe I should have just stayed home for this one.
Jacked men are more attractive than fat men.
Well, I mean, I've talked to almost 3,000 women, and what I've come to realize from talking to all of them is that most of the time, you know, when they're in a comment section of TikTok, like, you're so handsome, blah, 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 will they actually go on a date and have sex with that guy? Probably not. But they say that because it's politically correct and women tend to not want to be adversarial. They're going to say what sounds good, but what they're actually aroused by are two different things.
But they're married to those guys.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was
Most
getting to.
often they're married
I'm
to-
married
And
to.
marriage is a
cheating.
failed institution in the West, and this is why most men get divorced by women. This is why they get destroyed in the divorce courts. This is why women overwhelmingly initiate the divorce rates in America. 80% are initiated by women.
I'm married.
Sure.
I have a child.
Cool.
I have a beautiful wife. I was this size the entire process through it.
All right, this guy just wanted to talk shit. It could have been literally about anything. He just wanted to talk. He has a problem with everything. This guy was like, yo, I'm fat. He's like, yeah, you need to get bullied for that, you fat ass. This guy was like, I'm married. I'm happily married with a kid. He's like, yeah, well, marriage is a failed institution, you dumbass. You shouldn't have got married. Yeah, you dumbass. You know, I agree with this statement. Obviously, being jacked is more attractive, but this guy just makes it seem like if you aren't ripped to shreds, 3% body fat, nobody will ever love you and you will die alone, or you'll probably get divorced. If you even got that far. He's like, if you aren't jacked like me, your wife will divorce you. Yeah, she will leave you. And hopefully she leaves you for me.
I have a beautiful wife. I was this size the entire process through it.
Would you say that you're an average guy?
I would say that
You're
I'm
how
bigger
tall?
than average.
6'5",
Yeah, you're not an average guy.
and a model
You're not
for,
an average guy.
for being slightly
I
overweight.
wasn't a model when I started
But
dating
you are a
my
very
wife.
good-looking,
I was a
tall, big
bartender
guy
fucking
who's
doing
on
whatever.
magazine covers. So
I
out
know,
of the
I think-
million guys overweight, you're at
But
the
you're not
top
an average guy.
But I
1%.
think what you're
I'm
missing
saying-
is he just said that he wasn't any of those things.
He's not 5'6",
before
man, like
he
me.
met his
Try
wife.
being 5'6" and doing it.
Yo, is he good? Why does he keep yelling that? He's like, you're not 5'6" though.
He's not 5'6".
Before-
Try being
I was-
5'6".
Imagine he's having like a whole breakdown right now. He's like, "You're not 5'6". You don't know what it's like, sir. We're just talking about weight here. We're not talking about height. You don't know what it's like. Try being 5'6" like me.
Personally, for myself as a gay man, I find myself attractive. I would say like I go for guys like you as well, and I feel like I get a lot of hits on those types of guys, and I'm pretty content.
Yo, Abe, chill. He's like flirting with them in the middle of the debate. He's like, I go for guys like you and you. So if you want my number, don't be shy. Don't be shy now, please.
What
If
if
I
the
had
fat
to-
person is doing something like, maybe they're into quantum physics, maybe they're changing the way we view the world entirely. Are they not valuable because they're not shredded?
Well, again, we're talking about the purpose of, abusing your body. I'd have more respect for the bodybuilder is my point.
Yeah, but I actually thought that was a good question, you know, like what a great film director who's like very overweight and like just totally poured into their craft, you know, like is there respect for someone like that?
But yeah, there's exceptional people that are fat in certain regards, but we're talking about body abuse here. I'm just saying in general, I would have far more respect for the professional bodybuilder.
I don't get why it bothers him so much when another guy is fat. Like, it's not you that's fat. Like, why is he so mad? Is that all he cares about? Like, if someone's jacked or not, that's the only time he's gonna respect somebody? If they're a little fat, nah, he can't respect you. He just said he would respect the guy that goes to the gym more than like a famous film director. How does that make any sense? I feel like that's all he cares about. Like, somebody could like solve world hunger, but they'll be a little fat and he'll be like, nah, I can't respect you. You solved world hunger? I don't care. You still too big. He still wouldn't care. He would be like, yeah, he's too big and bubbly and he needs to get bullied. But the guy doing steroids and injecting needles, that's the guy I respect.
Of course.
And we're saying shame and calling me a piece of shit doesn't motivate me to get more
Doesn't
fit.
work.
Well, we need winners and losers.
No,
We need winners and losers.
The industry
like there's
is
gonna
the
be
one
inevitably
catering
there's
to
gonna
the
be
people,
losers. If you
correct?
don't respond favorably to shame and bullying, etc., and you don't overcome it, you're effectively a loser.
This is probably the first guy I've ever seen who promotes and advocates for bullying. All these commercials, all these posters, all these announcements trying to stop bullying, and this guy's just like, no, just keep doing it. He's like, yeah, we gotta keep bullying people. Yeah, that's the right way. If this guy went to school and saw somebody getting bullied, he would probably join in. Somebody's getting their ass beat in the hallways. He's like, yep, let's go, keep going, let's go, baby. Don't stop, keep it up. There you go, keep it up. Hey, good work out there. Hey, good work. That's what I like to see. Let's go. Good job for bullying that kid.
When I was in high school, they do your graduation photos, and they had a saying, and my saying was, my worst nightmare would be if I gained 10 pounds of fat.
Man, you're living a pretty good life if your worst nightmare is gaining 10 pounds of fat. Out of all the things that could happen to you, 10 pounds? Like, you could get stabbed or shot, but he's like, nah, I'd rather choose that than gaining 10 pounds. 10 pounds is my worst nightmare. I'm not scared of killer clowns. I'm scared of 10 pounds of fat. That's the real nightmare.
They've never been actually happy with their physique. And once you get that taste, you're never gonna wanna go back. And then on top of that, you're gonna wanna go ahead and tell all those fat asses that you were once friends with, you need to get in shape. This is awesome. But the reality is we live in this crazy world where we coddle fat people, we coddle idiots, we coddle morons.
Oh no, the cameraman is doing dirty work right now. This guy was talking about how we coddle fat people and morons and idiots, and then the camera just shoots over to this guy looking all sad and stuff.
And I think we need to go back to shaming fat people. We need to go back to making fun of them. I mean, if I was president, hell, I'd put all of them in a fat concentration camp so they can concentrate on dieting and exercising, because being fat is completely not acceptable. I'd have these people back in shape.
Well, let's just be thankful this guy isn't president. You know, it might not sound like it, but I actually agree with a lot of the things he says, but then he just always takes it too far. Like, how the hell did he go from saying being fat is unacceptable all the way to fat people need to be put in concentration camps? So let's just say some dude is just a little bit chubby and now he has to go to live in the concentration camp. He might have a family, a kids, a job. I guess none of that matters. I don't care that you have a 3-year-old son that's gonna miss you. You shouldn't have been fat. Fatty, this is an absolutely diabolical idea.
That's your fault. See, the problem is that you're a professional victim. I don't know if you've caught on to this, but you're a professional victim. You constantly blame others for your inadequacies and why you're fat. The reason why you're fat.
I haven't blamed not one person for where I am.
Yeah, because you're always like, oh, but it's tough and all this other stuff. The reality is this, man.
Wait,
you eat too much and you don't exercise enough. I'm trying to figure out where these misconceptions about me are. Again, you can say whatever you want to say.
I do want to press.
Like I said, I called you out on it, and I said, you're searching for a viral clip.
Everyone has an excuse for why they're fat.
I think that it's really sad.
And they can't take accountability for why they're fat.
Really sad.
Oh, whoa, hold on. This is getting juicy now. They might start fighting. Not even John could control this. They might start fighting over fat versus fit. Who would have guessed? I could see this guy crashing out after being called a loser like 20 times. At this point, he might actually just start throwing punches at everybody.
Nice meeting you.
Everybody's shaking hands and admiring this guy. He's like, I'm out right now. I'm not shaking no fatty's hand. He took this talk very seriously. My guy was on a mission. I guess fat people really trigger him. Like, he didn't even want to be in the same room as those guys. He was like, I'm out. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.